keeping it sports related, I just found, or it was just announced officially that the NBA is changing the All-Star game.
What?
The NBA is changing the All-Star game. So what we have known it as is that it was they've changed it a few times. They changed to where it was you had your teams, you had East versus West, then you had team captains who picked their teams, and then it would go into Mamba rules, which basically you would have to score uh was it 24 points in the fourth, like in when the fourth quarter hit, you had a ending score. So it'd be 8 points or 24 points, whatever. I think it was 8 points that you had to score to win the game. Then you had it could have been all-star, it could have been rookie sophomore, but you had 3 or 4 different teams. Well, now the NBA All-Star game that is going to be in Los Angeles, California this year, the NBA All-Star game will be USA versus the world. That is the All-Star format for the NBA this year. I just had what the rules will be. But here it is. The 2026 NBA All-Star Game format. 3 teams, 2 USA teams, 1 world. 4 games each, or excuse me, 4 games, 12 minutes each. Round robin, each team plays the other 2. Championship will be top 2 from round robin. Will meet in game 4. All Stars, 24 players, 12 from each conference, selected without regard to position. Going to be interesting. I will probably end up doing a video on this, posting this to my stuff. But yes, the NBA has made the change. It will be NBA versus the world, essentially, because NBA is USA. So NBA with USA versus the world. 2 USA teams, 1 world team, which means all of the best players that you see in the NBA are going to be on the world team. Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Jamal Murray. I was about to say Bam Adebayo, but he's from North Carolina, so he doesn't count. But Victor Wembanyama, um, Joel Embiid is a toss-up. He's a wild card. He's a gold medalist for Team USA, but he's a wild card. You got Alex Sarr from France, Zachary Ricochet from France. Like, there's a lot of international players that really got that go that could be playing for the world. So it's going to be interesting to see how All-Star Weekend goes, who's going to win, because the world literally has Wemby, SGA, and Nikola Jokic. That's all I'm gonna say.
This is stupid.
They trying to bring the it's a terrible attempt, in my opinion. Because the All-Star game, as millennials have gotten older, the All-Star games have gotten worse. And I honestly don't know what will bring it back. It's got to be like people that play in the NBA that's going to be passionate about bringing back. I think you got to actually put like a beneficial prize pool. Like, if you're an all-star and you're playing an all-star game, we're going to give $5 million, $10 million to the winning team. It's got to be beneficial for them to want to play in order for it to be good. And obviously, in order for them to want to play, you got to put money into it. So I think that this is going to be kind of meh. But I don't want to jump the gun. I want to see it happen. But I will say, with Wemby, Jokic, and SGA heading up the world team, not to mention, the Jamal Murrays of the bunch, Giannis of the bunch, it can get wicked.
This is stupid, and because the NBA, they're trying. You're trying to convince people that don't want to play better and play harder. Let me tell you something, Adam Silver. And Vino, you said that you don't know what you could do to fix it. Let me tell you what you do to fix it. You can't. The players have to want to go out there and play. No amount of money is not going to help them, because let me tell you this: when them niggas get together in the offseason and they be hooping at these different gyms, they be playing a lot harder than they do for the All-Star game. So that brings me to the point where it's like, there is not, you have to want to be able to go out there and put on a show and to compete. These guys, they all like each other, they friends, they get along, you know what I'm saying? They cool, because that's the first, that's at the basic level of all this. The second thing is, this format is stupid. Why do we need 2 US teams?
I will say the format is stupid.
I don't want to see
there should not be 2 USA teams, but obviously, because what did I say? Did I say 3 or 4?
There's 4 games, 3 teams. There's 4 games, 12 minutes each. Nobody wants to watch 12-minute games.
That's because but it's not 12-minute games. That's literally going to be, oh, foul, we pass it back in. It's an all-star game. That shit goes quick. It's not going to be like a regular game.
Exactly why we don't want it.
I
don't want to watch 4 games at 12 minutes each.
We watch
2 US teams in one world.
I'm not gonna say we, but I'm not gonna say we like me and you. I'm gonna say we as a consensus of the general population. We watched 4 teams play in the last All-Star game.
I agree, and it was stupid.
It was they tried bringing in Kevin Hart, making it popular. I agree with you. I mean, how can I put this? I agree with you. The only people that are going to make the NBA All-Star game work is going to be the players.
That's it.
Back when we were coming up, when you look at when everybody was able to wear their team's jerseys back in the early 2000s, when you got AI wearing his Sixers jersey and paying homage to Dr. J wearing the number 6, when you got Vince Carter and T-Mac wearing their jerseys, when you got the Dirks, the KGs wearing their jerseys, the Kobe coming in as a second year, topping the All-Star voting, wearing his own jerseys. Like, that was the vibe, and everybody played like they was hoping, because they want the bragging rights that the West was better than the East. The players are going to be the only ones that make this NBA All-Star game. If the players are not going to compete when it comes to All-Star weekend, and I understand 82 games, y'all feel like y'all hurting, whatever the case may be, especially with more access to doctors, technology popping up, like, y'all should be able to play all 82 compared to the Charles Barkleys and all of them playing. But if you feel like you are not able to play, I understand that. I respect that. But if you want the All-Star game to be popping, if you want these incentives, if you want these bonuses, if you want this extra cash, you need to play your heart out in All-Star weekend. You need to give the fans what they paying for. It's going to be in LA. Them tickets is not
You're gonna
cheap.
give it to me anyways.
Them tickets is not cheap.
Yeah, but you're gonna give them. Why do I need to play hard? You're gonna give it to me anyways.
What do you mean?
You're gonna give me the extra cash and whatever that. I mean, I'm gonna get sold.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You have to make an incentive. The winning team gets an X amount, and it has to be an amount to where they're like, "Oh,
I don't think money can change it. I don't think money can change it. That's what I'm saying. Money won't change it.
I think I don't care how much they make. If it's going to be extra compared to what they're making, they will play hard.
I don't think so, because they go to these gyms and play extremely hard.
No, they don't. No,
they
don't.
No.
Let me tell you the difference. Let me tell you the difference, because you see them go to them gyms and they play extremely hard. They're not getting paid. They do that to prove a point, because somebody was literally in their inbox the entire season saying that they can't do shit, and they finally get to line up with them and they torch them.
But
money is just a good incentive as somebody being in their inbox.
I mean, I see in principle what you're saying. I don't think that's the case. I think these NBA players, they just don't, they go out there and part of this, I think it's a lot of different factors. It could be the ring culture, so nobody want to get hurt. I think it's a brand thing. Everybody's a brand, so nobody wants to get embarrassed. So nobody wants to go out there and play real defense on somebody and get crossed up, and now the brand is damaged. Everybody's a brand. But back in the 90s, it wasn't really like I mean, and of course you had all superstars, but not everybody was really a brand.
Everybody had a brand. Everybody had a brand. It was just levels to it.
Correct. I mean, it's the
just
same
like it is
here,
now.
but it's a lot different in today's world, where a lot of these guys, LeBron and KD and Wemby and Giannis, they all have these particular brands. No, that's why nobody wants to be in a dunk competition, because nobody wants to lose. Because if you go in the dunk competition and you lose, that's gonna be you lost.
That shit is dumb. That shit's dumb to me though, because you lose in the dunk contest. Oh well, nigga, you ain't that creative. You still got bounce. Like
that's my flight. You're that's my point. That's what I'm saying behind all of this. Is that's why I don't think there's no amount of money. I mean, of course, if you go out there and say winning team gets $100 million, yes, them niggas gonna go out there and play it. So I guess let me not say that there's not an amount of money, but of course that's not realistic. That's not going to happen. So what is the only way that you can help? The only way that the All-Star game will improve is if these guys go out there and say, hey, you, we need to go out there and show that we better than them. And it don't even take everybody. It takes one. If one person go out there and takes it, like he gonna take it serious.
I will say the first year they introduced the Mamba rules, best one we seen by far. Whenever they introduced to where it was the 24 point from whoever was leading, the Elam ending, the first year was the best year. I feel like, and I thought they could have kept doing that. When they keep trying to switch it up and figure it out, that's where it's messed up. It's on Adam Silver to say like, hey, it's on y'all. If y'all want some money, provide the entertainment for All-Star Weekend.
Well, because they think they the way that they look at it is they see it as like we have a long season. It's supposed to be a vacation. We're supposed to be taking a break, but we still got playing.
I will say they also recently.
Crimea River.
I say recently, but it's probably within the last 10 years. When All-Star Weekend came, they got like a whole week now. So now, motherfuckers is not even trying to be all-stars because they want that week off.
Well, it's just like LeBron last year. Like when he got voted the All-Star, you're not going to play. Move so someone else can do it.
I agree. I don't want to sit here. I don't want to sit here.
14 straight or whatever he is, 18 straight, 20, whatever LeBron James
I don't want to sit here and say that like I don't want to sit here and say that I'm against it. Like what LeBron did last year, weak. Get that shit up, bro. Like you so caught up on being bro, you are the all-time leading scorer. You are literally top 10 in like 3 or 4 categories. You not getting an all-star this year is perfectly fine, bro. Because you already hold the record.
But that's what I'm saying. That's the brand. That's what I'm saying. This brand with these NBA guys specific, which the sport is a little different. You can see their faces, unlike football where they hide behind a helmet. But so the face is a big thing. But it's the brand. Nobody wants to upset the brand. Everybody's looking out for each other. Everybody trying to secure the bag. Nobody wants to get injured. Blah, 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 blah. It's a bunch of guys who say they love playing basketball, but don't want to play basketball because they don't want to play too hard against each other. And they've been on AAU forever. They've been knowing each other since they was kids. They in the league. They doing let teammates do one-on-ones against each other when Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum was going one-on-ones against each other. Like it's the only way the All-Star game. I want to make sure I make this very clear. The players have to want to do it.
I agree.
No matter what
I
format. This
wholeheartedly
format
agree.
is so confusing. What do you mean? Why are we doing 4 games at 12 minutes each? For what?
I
NBA
don't like that.
for what?
I don't like the 4 games. I just give us the All-Star game. If you want to do US versus World, cool. Do that. Just give us an All-Star game and just give us some niggas that's going to compete.
Just do USA versus the world. Give me the 10 best world players. Give me the 10 best USA players. Put them on the freaking court. Now, this is
And
one
then give them a
format.
bonus, and then give them a crazy ass bonus for whoever wins.
I'm screw the
'Cause
money.
that's all. Like
Wait,
that,
let me-
the
screw the
money, whether you like it or not, whether we like it or not, whether the fans like it or not, what is going to motivate them, no matter how much money they are making, if you give them a number and there's going to be something that all of them get, I believe, I'm not going to say that's going to fix it all, but I think they will play a little bit harder if you say that y'all are going to win X amount of dollars a piece.
I do agree with that. Of course, because if you give somebody, if you throw out the right number, of course they'll make them do that. But the chance of that happening is very slim to none. To be like, all right, well, winning team's gonna get. They're not about to play hard for no $5 million. I can tell you that. Well, 5 million each, possibly. But if it's a total of $5 million for the team, possibly.
You got to remember, the NBA is multi-billion-dollar business.
I understand that, but that doesn't mean that you're gonna throw around money like that either. So I think this is the best format to get people to play hard, because what other time do they play hard? Is when
playoffs,
and
it's only playoffs.
No,
There's no
the
and.
Olympics. The Olympics is when they play very, very hard, because they are righteous and they are protective of their country. Now, stay with me now.
Oh, you're saying as of late.
Well, even back in the day, they played hard. Why they
didn't play hard. They knew off the rip. Michael Jordan was literally playing 36 holes and drinking before he lined up against a motherfucker to lock them up for half the game, and they was already up 50.
Well,
we're not going to sit here and say that the NBA players were playing hard in the Olympics.
I think
all the way up until 2016. 2016 is when I can say that Team USA was starting to play hard.
Well, hold on. Yes, they were playing hard back in the day. They were just so much more talented than everybody. There's a difference. Of course, the talent level has now became closer. So now that the gap has closed, of course, it looks like they're playing harder now. But you cannot sit here and tell me Michael Jordan was drinking and stuff before he played NBA games. So that's just Michael Jordan's thing.
Okay, we'll take it a step. Michael Jordan, Charles Barkley definitely didn't care.
Yeah,
he just knew what was up.
Well, they knew they were so much better.
They weren't playing hard, bro. They knew they were so much better. That's what I'm saying.
You're right.
2016 is when shit started to change. Like,
even 2008.
No, 08 was 08.
Who lost?
Huh?
Who lost? 08 or 12?
None of it. Or 08 or 12 didn't lose. It was 04 that lost.
It was 04 that lost. Okay.
So 08 came back because the people that played on 04, LeBron, D-Wade, Carmelo, they had a point to prove and say, like, yeah, we here.
So
2012 happened.
They were playing hard in 8
because they had a point to prove. Like,
my point.
I'm going crazy, so I give you that.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't because motherfuckers was better than them. Like, let them know that, like, USA is really here. Like, y'all think we really here. We playing hard for the first. I think they played hard for one game all the way up until tournament play. And then when they played Spain, was it 08 or 12? I think it was 12 when they played Spain. And that's when Kobe had his whole legendary moment. That's when they played hard. I honestly and truly believe that 08 team didn't play hard the entire Olympics. They had particular games where they decided to play hard.
Well, I think
2016 is when USA has to play extremely hard, and from
because of the
there on
talent,
out, they have to play hard.
I think we don't want to get confused of playing hard and playing hard and it being hard. You know, that I think that's the two things. We playing hard and it being hard. In 2016, they had to play hard because it was hard. I do think they played hard back in the day, but when they played, I mean, it's not like an all-star game. They were actually out there hooping. Now, was it easy to them? Yes, but they were hooping though, because Michael Jordan on his watch was not fit to let you win.
But also at the same time, I can say at the same time that you could, were you trying hard or playing hard? You could play hard and not be trying hard.
No,
you could be trying. You could be
playing hard, and it is hard. Like I'm saying, like as far as the competition. So because it is hard, it might look like someone is trying hard.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
When MJ was playing, that shit hard. 08, that shit wasn't hard.
Well, but it wasn't hard. But that doesn't mean they wasn't trying hard. That's the point I'm saying. Because they was trying. Because that team was.
Well, we'll never know that. We'll never know that because we weren't them. We weren't those 12 to 15 guys on that Olympic team.
Either way, my point is, but the reason why I brought that up, I think we went away from my point. The point is that they're playing harder in the Olympics than they are in the All-Star game. And that's the whole point I'm making.
Okay, if that's your point, I agree 1,000%.
Let me close the point. Let me close the point real quick.
I agree 1,000%.
Let me close the point real quick. The reason why I brought that up is because if they're trying, if the Olympics that they're trying to have a pride for their country. So they're going to play hard, which brings me back to the original thing. What I was going to say was that's why I think this format, if any format is going to make someone play hard, it would be this format with the USA versus the world.
But you think it should be literally 12 and 12. It shouldn't be 14.
Correct. Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
I agree with you on that.
Are they going to play playoff hard? No, I'm not saying that. No. But they're going to play way harder because, like you said, you have Jokic over there. Because these foreign guys are a little different. They don't believe in the celebrity like the American players do.
Yeah, they don't care.
So Wemby, Jokic, Shea, all these guys are going to come to ready to bust their heads because and that's the whole reason why I brought all that up. Just because all of that, when you're playing for your country, because in a sense, USA versus world, you're playing for your country because you can't go out there and embarrass.
Let me throw something in there just for devil's advocate.
Yeah.
Being that we know that the world don't care, the Shea, the Jokic, the Wemby, being that they don't care. Do you think they're gonna care for All-Star? Because obviously, Jokic.
What did you say in the beginning? I'm sorry. Say the question one more time.
Jokic, Luka, and Wemby might care, but Jokic, Lukic, and SGA don't care nothing about the All-Star game. They care about that.
I think they would. I think when they look around on the other end and see Ant and they see Devin Booker and they see KD and they see them guys, and I know that they love the friendly. I think, like I said, I'm not asking for playoff intensity.
I'm not either. Mind you,
y'all been giving me.
Mind you, I'm one of them guys that are looking for somebody to compete in All-Star. I'm one of them guys, right? I'm saying that to your point, it might be different that it's USA versus world. I'm hoping the fan in me is hoping that ignites a flame under the world players.
If any format can do it, I can see this.
This format can do it because SGA, Jokic, and Luka. I can say SGA we saw it last year. Jokic and Luka we saw in previous years. They do not care about All-Star Weekend. They non-care.
But I think this format would make him. But like I said, I'm not saying that it won't. I'm not saying that this format would fix it. I'm saying if any of the formats could work, I can see USA versus world. But I do think you would have more. You're right, because the only way I can see it going wrong. But I do think with these foreigners getting together, I do think they would have a sense of pride for their country. Because
that's how I feel.
That's what I'm leaning on. That's what I'm leaning on. Exactly. That's what I'm leaning on. You're right. You're right. They can get out there and do the same bull crap. But I do think that when them guys get together, they like these Americans are going to let's show them that the world has. I think they would put the world on their back. and it'll be like and then USA will adapt this. It's us versus the world type of mentality. And I think you could possibly think about the storylines that you can create with this, and I just think it could possibly, if anyone could work, I do think this one could work, but I don't know.
I agree. I think this storyline could work. I don't like the separate teams. I think you should just put
Correct.
12 USA.
Yeah.
12. There's enough world members in the league that can be all-stars.
Yeah.
You
can at least get a strong
because
8.
It don't matter. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, let's say I'm just gonna name off people: Shea, Jokic, Luka, Giannis, Wemby, Steph, LeBron, KD, and Jalen Brunson, Karl Anthony Towns, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum can't even be included because he's hurt.
We're gonna lose. We got Cat.
I mean, but shit, Cat could mess around and be part of the world. Well, no, he can't. Dominican Republic is U.S. territory, so no.
Okay. What about I just had the name and I lost it. What about
you got Kristaps Porzingis, world.
I was just thinking. I was like, damn.
Jaime Jaquez, world. Bam Adebayo can switch. Joel Embiid can switch.
Joel Embiid is going to go with America. If he didn't go with
France. So yeah, he went with America. Yeah, he could. Yeah.
I don't even know if he's allowed back in that country. The way he betrayed them. I wouldn't let him back.
You got rookies. VJ Edgecombe, that's Bahamas.
What is Sengun?
Sengun, Turkey.
Oh, he's Turkey. What about Bogdanovic? Don't he?
Bogdanovic, Slovenia. Domantas Sabonis. I ain't gonna say Slovenia, but not here.
Yeah. Their team is good.
The world team is literally something you got. Like, USA ain't something that you could just say, oh shit, it's white. No, they got off the top. The world has SGA, Jokic, Luka, and Wemby.
You know what?
OV. I'm not gonna say it's OV. I'm saying it's scary off of those 4 alone.
I'll say this. I know we got to go. I looked at the time, but I'll say this about. I just thought of another format that I remember being rumored that I think will work too. That would give them some motivation. Well, I guess it would depend, but I'll say that. Get your take, and then we can get out of here. You do go back to the East versus West, and the winner gets finals home field advantage.
That's how it used to be.
So that's how it was.
Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, and I could be completely wrong.
Okay. Yeah.
I thought it was whoever won the All-Star game got home court advantage.
Yeah, I'll play my behind off for that. Especially my team.
And now I'm thinking about it. Whoever had, I think it was always whoever had the better record going into the finals, regular season.
Right.
Whoever had the better record got home court advantage.
That's how it normally is, right?
That's how it normally is, if I'm not mistaken. So,
yeah, but now if you add the All-Star,
but if you add the All-Star game and say like West or East,
yeah,
the West wins. It doesn't matter what their record is compared to the East. They get home court advantage. That I always, to your point, I always felt like that should have been a thing.
Yeah, I think
because that makes the All-Star game more, because more than likely the All-Stars that you have in the game are going to be a part of the teams that are top in each conference, right?
Right.
And they feel like they're going to make a push towards the finals.
Right.
So they're going to play harder because it's like I'm coming into the season like I'm trying to get to the playoffs. Not only am I trying to get to the playoffs, I'm trying to get to the finals, and I'm trying to have home court advantage. So it doesn't matter. We can go 7. I know that my team is going to have home court advantage. Game 7, NBA Finals, something that I've dreamed of as a youngin'. We're going to have home court advantage. Fans cheering me on as I'm getting ready to take this last shot.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I've always thought. Whoever wins the All-Star game gets home court advantage.
That would motivate. That would
motivate.
Give you a sense of motivation.
Give them that and money. Like, it doesn't have to be a bunch because I
Right. Yeah,
honestly
I'm with you.
believe
Yeah,
money motivates these motherfuckers.
yeah.
Don't have to be much, but if you give them home court advantage and money,
You're gonna win something, but yeah, I'm with you
come
on
on,
that. And
man.
then
That's
and then
that's
giving them
easy. That's
that
easy.
because we live in a ring culture now where that's what everybody cares about. That's the reason why they're not doing what they're doing now. Nobody wants to get hurt because you gotta get ready to chase that ring in the back half of the season. So if you include that into the prize, so okay, the way I would help you get to your ring is that if your team wins, then you get home court advantage in the NBA Finals.
Exactly. I'm rolling.
And, and I think yeah, we'll see
I'm
how this
rolling.
goes. Well,
We'll see how it
this is gonna be
goes.
trash. No, nobody wants to watch 12. Nobody wants to watch 12-minute games.
No, not at all.
Yeah, this is gonna be trash. I can tell you that right now.
Not at all.
But
I'm a tune in as an NBA fan,
facts.
but
I'm gonna watch it, but it's gonna be trash.
I don't. I'm really gonna be optimistic that it's not gonna be trash, but it's gonna be that thought in the back of my mind.
Yeah. That was I can't believe the NBA did. NBA, what they gonna do next year? They're gonna have the
I'm not
23
mad
and
at
under.
Adam. I'm not mad at Adam Silver throwing shit at the wall.
You
He
you know
trying.
what? You know what?
At
I
least he
will say that.
trying.
I will
He
say that.
trying.
Yes, I will say that. Yes, he is trying. Yes, and I remember they was talking about they brought Larry Bird in to talk to the team. Like y'all, none of that don't matter. I'm telling y'all, none of them niggas ain't listen to nothing Larry Bird got to say. They don't care about nothing Larry Bird talking about in their locker room. They about to go out there and still shoot 1,000 threes.
Facts, and it's trickling over to college. I watched a very mid college matchup. It was 62 threes shot between both teams in the first half, and the score was 47-40.
Yeah, insane.
So it trickles over into college too. So
F you,
I just
Steph
want to
Curry.
say that.